All right, it's a little after 5. Probably the coldest morning yet. See my breath pretty good, but we're gonna get hiking in there. Chris heard one bugling last night, so I was fast asleep. We're gonna see if we can get on him this morning. Alright, so we just had one rip off way back there. So we're taking our onyx, pointing straight in where we heard him, and marking like 1,000 yards in there. Now we're gonna go hike up yet another 1/4 mile and listen again. Maybe put another point. We'll at least know he's kind of in that area. Alright, we just heard him chuckle way in there about where he was before. We're gonna head down this meadow, get set up as quietly as we can, and hopefully get eyes on this guy in there. Call him in.
He's looking towards me. I was like, just steps.
Yeah, he wanted to see us. That was cool.
That was cool. That made the morning.
Oh, let's go kill him, yeah. I think if we get his wind, get up and get around on him.
God, he came in all of a sudden. He was right there. I figured he was further away.
I knew he was close and he chuckled the last time. And I seen you draw and I'm like, oh boy, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I had that one opening. I was like 45 and I was like, I should have made a noise, but I was like, fuck, he's coming right in. Our wind was perfect. He just knew something was up. So close.
We'll get him. We got 24 hours to kill that sucker yet. 3 pulls in here. We'll get something coming in tonight. Alright, we just sat down, took a little break. Bull fired back up over here. We had 2 come in this morning. One, if it would have took one more step, Chris would have had a shot at like 45 yards. He come in just screaming his face off. We had another bull on the other side of the meadow. Then one came in silent. And this is kind of a lot of chaos, really. But we got this one still bugle, and we're just going to go get on him silent and follow him and see where he ends up. And then we'll try to get him out of his bed a little later. Silent on us, so we think he's bedded. We're just gonna leave him be up here, and we're gonna hike the opposite way a couple miles, make a loop. The wind's starting to blow another way, so we're gonna have to come back in this afternoon into that area, a different route kinda. So we're just gonna hike it out, see if we can spark something up. Otherwise we're gonna eat, take a nap, and then try to get back in there this afternoon and get them bulls fired back up, man. There were 2 nice bulls too, and he needed 1 or 2 more steps, and it just didn't happen. He was at full draw. So hopefully this afternoon, we got this afternoon and tomorrow morning, and that's it. So we don't want to blow him out of here quite yet, but tomorrow, if it comes to tomorrow, we're going to get really aggressive and run right up on him. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Now we're going to sit down, take a nap, and eat. Alright, nap time's over. We're going to go wrangle one up right now. Last afternoon. You, Matt Tomlinson. Super quiet all afternoon. Never heard a bugle, never heard nothing. We jumped one on our way out, so we kind of circled around and roughly in the area where we were this morning, where I had our little scream fest. So we're just gonna leave it sit, and one last chance for romance in the morning. This will be day 9 with no shower, so we're kind of looking forward to a hotel room maybe too, but after we kill one in the morning. Hopefully he'll be up here bugling. He was bugling all night last night. I never heard him, but Chris heard him all night, so hopefully he'll be back in the mix. Bugling up there again, and we'll get on in the morning, kill him, get out of there, and get our shower. So last night in Wyoming, I think we're gonna cook up some rest of our taters, and the last inner of my elk. So it should be a good meal. Be refueled, maybe have a little fire and a couple of beers and lights out. She was a little frosty this morning. We don't know. I'd say we're in the 20s last night for sure, but that maybe was the reason that got them all fired up. So hopefully nice and clear tonight. See the moon's out. Hopefully it'll chill down again, and we're gonna get on that sucker in the morning. All right, boys and girls, last morning, me and Chris are going for the mile hike back in again, 5 o'clock. Didn't hear nothing last night, but it's kind of breezy, so one last chance. We're just gonna go down in there and bugle our heads off, see if we can't get something fired up. Well, we got down in here. We've been calling for an hour, probably, hour and a half. Sun's up now. A little breezy today, but it's cold too. Probably, it was heavy frost again. Felt warmer at camp, but I don't know. I think we're about over. I mean, I don't think that we pushed these bulls out of here. I just think they're just gone. I don't know. Kind of weird, but like I said, we're gonna do one more last ditch effort up the hill, and if not, we're gonna head out by noon anyways. So we gotta pack up camp. Can fire one up for Chris. I really want to get him one last shot, but the elk are where the elk are. Not much we can do about it. I haven't heard a single peep all morning, besides another guy that dropped in below us, so see what happens. But it's been a crazy awesome week. Between bulls everywhere, and backcountry rain, thunderstorm, hail. We've had hot weather, cold weather, wind. Yeah, it's just been a pretty incredible week. Wyoming's very awesome. I would suggest if you can hunt here, start buying those points and hunt here, because it's an incredible place. Yeah, and what an awesome week to share with one of my lifelong friends. Doing something we both love. We've never had a single inkling of upset or mad or angry, or it's just we're both positive the whole time, and that's what it takes out here. You got to be positive, because they are long days. We're up at 5 a.m. We're getting back to camp till 8 o'clock at night, so you just gotta stick with it, keep after it. Who knows, maybe we'll get one yet, but time is running down. Freaking pine squirrels, man. But yeah, it's kind of inevitable, isn't it?
Can't say we haven't tried.
Yeah, we gave her hell for... This is day 8. There's only one day we really didn't hunt.
Oh, I don't really hunt that many days in the whole fall.
Right. We put a lot of miles on the ground. I mean, it seems like an eternity ago when we were hiking in to go camp.
Sheds are where you find them, and turkeys are somewhere all the time.
Oh, that's great.
That's true.
It is true. Well, sad to say, but we're hiking out. It's been a pretty awesome week, though. arrived at the Yorkshire Motel. Yeah, I don't just a crappy old hotel on the way home, but we made it about 3/4 of the way through Nebraska today. On our way home, and we are so looking forward to a shower tonight. It's been 9 days since we showered, so it's time. We're definitely a ripe couple of guys. My truck, I've had to buy 6 or 7 of those Christmas trees because it stinks so bad in here, but we're gonna get cleaned up finally tonight and finish the journey tomorrow. But the story doesn't end there. I still have all the meat to pack and grind and process, and maybe I'll give you guys a little glimpse of that too. So I process all my own food, any wild animals that I get, unless I take it to get summer sausage or bologna made. So we'll give you guys a little peek of that. But been a long day. Crawl out of the rack in the mountains this morning, about 28 degrees, hunted a couple hours, and then we busted camp, headed out. Met Chris and his wife and 2 girls for pizza in Cheyenne. Shout out to them for helping us out. Just super awesome guy. Sounds like next year him and his wife are going to come out and hunt wood ducks and whitetails with me. So kind of a cool thing if you guys are on social media and post your pics and talk to the people that comment on it. You never know what could happen. I mean, this dude and I have been talking for like 2 or 3 years and never met yet, but he helped us out with some stuff in Wyoming when we were out elk hunting, and he's gonna come shoot a wood duck because he's never shot one. So kind of a cool aspect of social media if you can get by all the bull crap on there and stuff. So we're gonna get to showering. We're probably gonna see you guys tomorrow a little bit. We made her back home. I just dumped off Chris, his place, reunite him with his wonderful wife, that, thanks Mel, let him go on that awesome adventure with me out west. Man, this is one I will never forget, that's for sure. So thank you, Chris. That was one of the best hunts of my life. I'm looking forward to many more. So I'm gonna cut you guys off, and I'm gonna have some peace and quiet without the film on me and enjoy tonight, and then I'm going to maybe give you guys a little bit of my process of how I bag everything and freeze everything and savor all that stuff so I can have deliciousness for the next 9 months, so, or 12 months, however long it takes me to eat it. Probably not 12 months, but we'll see you guys on the flip side. We are back, but that doesn't mean the work is over. Today's all going to be about cutting up, processing, grinding, utilizing all the parts of the animal that you safely got home, cold and nice. The meat's taken care of, and that's my favorite part, is I get to eat this meat. So my favorite part of any animal is the heart. I trimmed away some of the top and rinsed it out thoroughly. And what I like to do, I boil it for about 2 hours, just on a slow rolling boil. And then I take it from there, let it cool, put it back in the refrigerator, and let it stiffen up. And then I slice it real thin, like 1/8 inch thin strips, a little salt, and I eat it like that, cold. There's a million ways you can make heart, but that's my favorite way to make it. You can smash it down and cut it thin and fry it in butter and salt and pepper. It seems to be pretty popular. There's a million different recipes, but I like it cold, almost like a sandwich meat. It is so good. That is the first thing I grab off an animal when I kill it, is the heart. So we're gonna start with that, get it boiling, and go from there. I kept the hams, back hams, separate, and then I bagged all the front quarters. There is some steaks you can save off the front, especially on this one where it's a younger bull. It's going to be pretty tender, so any decent sized pieces that can go in a steak, I make steak out of, or a roast, either one. All of smaller scraps and stuff will be grind, and sausage and sticks and stuff like that. So I kind of have all the stuff organized before I got home. So I got bags labeled front, rear, loins, all that good stuff. So we're gonna go through the process of doing that today. So you can see I got it all trimmed, cleaned up nice, chunked up, and then we're gonna throw it in bags and off to the freezer it goes, labeled, wrapped, and packaged. All right, we are just about ready to start grinding. I got my loins, round roast, my other roast on there, steaks in the bottom of that. These first 4 bags are like rib meat and like below the knee meat. That's gonna go to my local butcher and probably get summer sausage ring bologna made. And then I got 3 15 pounds worth of other trim. Brennan is going to make some hot sticks and some other things with that. We might do a few episodes on that. And then I still have probably another 30 pounds of grind that I'm going to grind up for burger. And we're going to get grinding right now. One heart going in the fridge. And I like to freeze them just flat like that. They freeze really quick and doesn't take up much room in your freezer. You know, you go to the supermarket, that's $6 to $8 right there, 1 pack. Look at that.